I'm going to get to the NFL football. Sunday afternoon ratings for Week 1 were down compared to last year. Come on in. Jason Whitlock, host of Speak for Yourself on Fox Sports 1. Why do you think we've got a ratings decline?
Well, Stuart, I'm concerned about ratings in the NFL because I think the Colin Kaepernick discussion, I think the issues Roger Goodell's had as it relates to his disciplining his players with domestic violence, so much of the conversation around the NFL is negative. I think it's starting to turn people off. I do want to pump the brakes a little bit. Hurricane Irma, I think, played a role in Week 1. Let's see what Week 2 brings. But I am concerned. I think a lot of the conversation around the NFL is way too negative. It has nothing to do with football. It's become way too political, and I think it's turned some people off.
Yeah, I think it has. Jason, Jemele Hill apologized to ESPN for calling President Trump a white supremacist. Now, here's her latest tweet. So, to address the elephant in the room, my comments on Twitter express my personal beliefs. My regret is that my comments and the public way I made painted ESPN in an unfair light. My respect for the company and my colleagues remains unconditional. She did not apologize to the president, who she'd called a white supremacist. What do you make of that?
I don't think she's going to be apologizing to the president because, one, I think she believes what she said, but two, and more importantly, I think this is her exit strategy. I think we're looking at someone who doesn't fit at ESPN, would prefer to be off the hardcore sports talk circuit and wants to do a show like The View or her own show where she can just dabble in sports. I think this move of attacking President Trump has worked to build her brand and made her a more viable television personality outside of ESPN. This, to me, Stuart, looks like Megyn Kelly all over again in the sports lane. Megyn went after President Trump, or then candidate Trump, built her brand and moved on. Jemele Hill going after President Trump, building her brand so she can move on from ESPN. I think this is an exit strategy for Jemele Hill.
Look, I've not seen that broadcast. I understand it's ESPN's principal sports broadcast, 6 o'clock Eastern every weekday, I believe. And I'm told that she was very good. I mean, she knows sports big time, really good commentator. Is that accurate?
Stuart, I'm gonna push back a little bit. That show has been tanking in the ratings, and this is a nice way to remove yourself from that.
Well, why was it tanking in the ratings?
Excuse me?
Why was it tanking in the ratings?
To be honest with you, it's not the right fit for that time slot and for ESPN. It's not. ESPN is for hardcore sports fans, whether they like it or not. It's not a hardcore sports show they're doing. They've tried to bring in pop culture and music and movies and everything that has it, and politics, things that don't have to do with sports. Jemele Hill is a television talent. She's not a good fit for sports television. She's a better fit outside of sports TV where she can dabble in sports and talk to casual sports fans. This is a brilliant exit strategy by her, her representatives, her handlers, and ESPN. It gets them out from underneath a show that doesn't work.
Yeah, you're an original thinker, you know, you really are. So let me throw this at you. I spent yesterday afternoon watching soccer on Fox Sports. Tottenham Hotspur, London club, playing. Thank you. There's a supporter in the room playing a German club. No politics at all. Fabulous game. The Spurs won. Why don't you come over to our side of the fence and watch some real football?
Real football is played in helmets and pads. That stuff they do in soccer is fun. It's a nice little appetizer. But real football includes people in pads getting hurt.
I've got to come back on this. Real football is called rugby. No pads, same shape ball. Come on over to that.
I don't think I can handle it. I need the padding and all that.
Yeah, Jason Whitlock, you're all right. Come back anytime, okay?
Thank you,
very much,
Stuart.
appreciate it.